1-1 high fly ball. Deep right field. Backing up. Eaton, and that one is out of here.
No side.
He crushed it. And the Red Sox have taken the lead.
Bitch, put some respect on my name. Hey, when you speak on me, you speak on the game.
Hey guys, welcome to Smack Talk. Today, my guest, he's not only a photographer, journalist, blogger, heck, digital creator, but also a world traveler and member of the Travel Media Association of Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, Roland Bast. Welcome.
Thanks.
So, you wear many hats, okay? You do a lot of things in life. How'd you get started?
Yeah, it was one of those days where I needed to go for a walk. Started bringing a camera with me. You know, I need to lose some weight and all that stuff. Brought a small point and shoot, posted photos online, Facebook back then. That was about 15 years ago, let's say, and people started making comments, you know, you like the lights. Like, what do you mean? So, I have no clue what I did there. I just took a photo and they started making comments, so I invested in a better camera. Bought the camera, took it out on a trip, left it on the counter for 6 months after. The photos were still shitty.
Wow.
Yeah.
So why did it pique your curiosity? Why'd you keep on going?
Creative, I guess. I saw some images that I really want to reproduce.
Okay.
I didn't know how, so I had to learn, and I'm all self-taught, so.
No school?
No school.
Is that the best way you think?
Nope.
Oh, really? I wasn't expecting that.
I would go to school.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
There's a lot of stuff that I don't know about. Don't ask me about technical settings. I'm technical on my side.
Okay.
But I could not teach you how to use your camera on your technical settings.
So you understand the camera the way you were taught yourself, actually?
Exactly.
Huh.
Yeah.
And they go like really like, what's the difference between schooling and self-taught? Like they really show you like the how to use shadowing and stuff like that?
Exactly.
Okay.
There's a triangle that I know of, but I don't know how to explain it.
Okay.
The light, whatever, blah, blah. So it's there. I just know that my numbers work, and my numbers work for me.
What I find interesting about you is that you really like to emphasize Canadian cities. And a lot of Canadians are leaving to see beauty, right? Exactly. But it's right here.
It is.
It's right here.
It's in your backyard.
Yeah. Especially me. Like, look, proud Newfie, okay? Newfoundland's gorgeous.
It is.
What's your opinion on Newfoundland?
I love it.
Yeah.
If you've looked at my social media, I've been there, 4 times legally. That's on social media. I've been there 14 times total.
Yeah, I like that.
I've been there 14 times as a non-photographer, or 9 times as a non-photographer. And then my first time I actually was just playing with the camera. And then I got gigs with them.
So you're from the Maritimes as well?
I am.
Nice. So do you think it's a little, East Coast bias?
No, because the thing I discovered about Newfoundland from day one is how warm they are, how generous they are.
Absolutely.
Time, talk, sit and chat. Went back the year after, still remember my name.
Yeah.
At a restaurant.
Yeah.
Hotel that we stayed at. We kept going back then we went back like 2 years later. Same thing. Hey boys, we know who you are. Come on in. Your room's ready. Same room. Kind of the home feel.
Warmth.
Warmth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy because in Newfoundland, you can be caught in a storm somewhere, okay, and you need somewhere to go, or your car is broken down. You can literally knock on any door, and they will help you.
They will.
Yeah.
They will.
It's for people that live in the city. It's completely different, and it is not like this here. They will probably call the police. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Somebody's trying to break in my place.
Yeah, exactly. Someone's trying to break in my place, man. Like I know. But what was your favorite thing to take a picture of in Newfoundland?
Ooh, puffins, of course. We've had.
Are they hard to?
They are if you don't know what you're doing.
Okay.
We learned the hard way. So nobody told us not to get too close to the ledge.
Yeah.
Because the cliff is there.
Yeah.
So my buddy was just looking over the ledge, like looking down, and I was throwing pebbles at him because he didn't notice the puffins were next to him because they land on the ledge. And finally he's like, and I just pointed out, but he's got this lens on him.
Oh my
so
God.
he can't even photograph him.
Really?
So
so that's how close he was to him.
So we switched lens. I crawled up, grabbed his lens, gave it to mine, backed up.
Wow.
And we photographed him like that.
You ever been to Iceland?
Yes, twice.
Yeah. How'd you like that?
Amazing.
Like, oh, fuck it. All the people are listening are like, dude, you're talking about fucking Iceland again? Yeah, Iceland's amazing.
It's amazing. The last time I went twice in 2 months. The last time we went, the hotel called us and says, hey, Northern Lights are right out of your window. It's like, yeah, right. Opened up the curtains. There's like Northern Lights right there. It's like, Jesus.
Oh my God. What time of year did you go?
September and October.
Okay.
But then-
Yeah, I went in like August, and like I was just before. You know, fuck, man, I want to go back and see that.
Yeah, but it's an expensive area to.
It is. It is. I Airbnb'd it and we rented a car. That's the only way to do it in Iceland. You have to there.
Yeah.
But honestly, if I were to do it again, I would rent a camper.
Exactly.
Because now you can camp. You can camp anywhere.
Anywheres, and it's a lot easier. As a photographer, it is easier.
Yeah, and it's free,
Just get out,
Canada.
yeah, I can just get out of the camper, take my photos, go back in, go to bed. Mm-hmm. Northern Lights come out. Okay, just put some pants
Yeah.
on.
And now there's a volcano. Have you been since the volcano?
No, I didn't. I have friends that were there, but I didn't go.
Wow. What a picture that must be.
Yeah. No, we went within a month apart. So Reykjavik was nice and not too cold.
Yeah.
And the first 4 hours we drove up Norton, in the North area, we had snowstorm.
Oof.
I was like, man, we're not ready for this.
That northeast
Yeah.
is gorgeous. Me too. I went there. I went there as well. And but like you said, the temperature changes like in 0.5 seconds.
Just like crazy.
I saw a full rainbow there. That was insane.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this place is amazing. Like a full rainbow, dude.
No, they're it's a beautiful place. I'd go back.
Yeah. What's the difference? Did you photograph puffins in Iceland?
No, I did not. I had no clue what puffins were back then.
Okay. Are they more abundant in Canada?
Well, we have one of the largest.
Yeah. Because we can't kill them, right? We can't kill them to eat. Right?
Exact. Yeah. We have one of the largest colonies. We have a couple of them Canadian-wise, but I think Newfoundland's got the biggest one.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Oh, man. On the ledges, too. It can be scary, man. And those waters are absolutely treacherous. Like, those waters are crazy. I actually had rest in peace. I actually had a couple cousins that passed away in a fishing accident. And, man, those waters are not forgiving.
No, they're not.
No.
No, and you're too high, so it's like you got to be careful.
Yeah.
Cold water, nah.
What country is your favorite? Out of
Favorite?
all your countries you visited, what is the top dog?
Top dog. Oh, Canada is there. Because I've done a lot of Canada. European, Prague has been on my top of my list to go back.
Really?
Yeah, and I would do. Oh man, anything, anywheres.
Really? Prague is very affordable as well, huh?
It is very affordable.
Yeah.
We loved it. We were there this time of the year, so the Christmas markets were popping up, which made it more enchanting.
That's like their big thing, right?
It is.
Yeah.
But when I was there, it was like 10 years ago, 12 years ago.
Okay.
It's not even a photographer yet.
Wow.
So now I want to go back.
Do you see memories in your head and you're like, man, I wish I had a camera?
Oh man, I've drove by some areas where somebody was on my ass and couldn't stop. And I'm like, fog, horse on the road. There's no fog. You can just see the barn kind of fog in the background. And it's like, I can't stop. I got somebody on my ass, like tailgating me. And I really want to stop. And I had all my equipment with me. It would have been a perfect, incredible shot.
Perfect shot.
By the time I stopped, I was like 5 kilometers later.
Oh, no.
Those little side roads in New Brunswick.
Hey, man, people in New Brunswick, they got to go somewhere, man. You better move. You better move out of the way.
You're going for that coffee. It's 45 minutes away.
Yeah, oh, my God. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Me too. Same concept. Like, okay, like I say I'm Newfie, but I'm on the border of Labrador and Quebec, like back home.
Yep.
And we would have to go cross over to Labrador to get a coffee. Like, you know what I mean? There's no infrastructure. Like,
Nothing.
yeah, more Tim Hortons than people. You know what I mean?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Well, no, not us there, but I mean in the Maritimes in general. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few.
Yeah. And what does a TMAC member mean?
It's Travel Media Association of Canada, so it's an accredited media card
Nice.
you get. You get privileges of having access to destinations
Okay.
that are looking to hire, looking to bring in content creators. This is my first year. They've been after me for a few years. It's taken me this long to get in.
Really?
Yeah,
Long process?
long process. It goes by
How so?
point system.
Okay, point system. Okay.
Yeah. So every time and then because of COVID hit,
Yeah.
the magazine I worked for closed down its doors. I lost all my points there.
Dang.
Luckily, I had this one here. I had a TV segment that gave me what I needed.
Really?
Yeah.
And how does the point system work?
Social media, blogging, publishing, magazine publishing, can be newspaper, TV.
Does YouTube count?
YouTube counts. Yeah. But you have to have a little bit of everything.
Okay.
You can only use like 10 points on YouTube, let's say.
Okay.
10 for social media max.
Okay.
And with
It doesn't
my
have to be
numbers-
travel related or like
to be-
tourism related.
Well, it depends on what you want to write about, what you're looking at. For me, it's tourism. We have some anglers, we have some foodies, we have some whatever you want to market yourself in.
Isn't
Find
food
a niche.
gorgeous?
It is.
It is very beautiful. Like from a photographer, like it must be like astonishing that some dishes that you can find beauty in. It's insane, and then people don't see it, right? Like, oh my god, $100 for that? Yeah, but like, it's gorgeous.
I know,
man.
but when you taste it, actually, it's not about tasting it. See what the work goes into it before it gets to the plate.
Yeah.
That's where your value comes out.
Yeah.
When you look at the plate, it's like, ooh, did I pay $100 for that? But no, if you go in the kitchen and spend a few days in the kitchen with them, you'll find that the work comes into every sauce that goes on that plate.
Blood, sweat, and tears is put in that plate.
How much food is wasted to create that one sauce, that one little product? Everything has a way to be done. So
There is a lot of waste, huh?
there is.
Wow, for beauty.
Exactly. So that's why you pay the extra. But
Well.
there's some good food out there.
Do you rather? Do you like working on social media, or were you ever a freelance photographer before?
No, so I started with social media.
You started with social
Yeah,
media. Okay.
started with social media. Freelance came afterwards. I came in the game when photographers were needed. Now there's too many of us, not enough contracts.
What do you mean by that?
Well, so COVID.
Okay.
There's no government conferences. There's a lot of conferences that went away. A lot of conferences nobody knew about. That if you get your foot in the door, you get these little contracts once a month. You get a contract. It fills in the blank. Now there's none.
They don't exist.
Doesn't exist anymore. A lot of people undercutting the price to get the work.
Yeah.
That
what,
makes it.
What do they do to undercut?
They undercut.
Yeah.
Big time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like they'll charge less, or
Oh, big time. Less.
Okay.
They'll offer more for the value too. So.
do you think AI plays a role in that too? For sure.
No.
No.
No. You can't. AI can't shoot a conference. AI can't shoot an event. But it's.
Oh, you mean the networking aspect?
Yeah.
Yeah. I meant like in the photography, the photography industry, like AI must really like not help these people out, because is there a lot of AI rendered images that are taking place or that are replacing you, or?
I see a few go by, but there's friends of mine. They were playing with it.
Okay.
Wouldn't tell you the difference between AI and my image.
Wow.
I don't try it. I've stayed the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
I still have the big clunker camera. I still haven't gone mirrorless yet, but it's coming.
I respect that, man. Wait, what? You're still not mirrorless?
Yeah.
Oh well, old school.
Hey,
yeah,
it's working.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah, I invested, and again, it's all about the setting. It's all about how I do what I do. Yeah, I have people that don't want to shoot during the day, and there's ways to get around it.
What unique experiences have you had being a TMAC member?
Unique, TMAC. That's two words in one.
Yeah.
Travel.
Yeah. You made it. You made it your living, man, traveling, and which is honestly you should be very grateful for. Like it's
I'm
amazing.
starting to make a living out of it.
Okay, you just started.
Yeah.
Okay.
To start with them. So hopefully in the next year I'll see a difference, because I came in at the end of the budgets. So you gotta, there's money, there's no more money. 2024 money comes in.
Yeah.
So hopefully 2024 is a lot more fruitful on the travel stuff. So
Do you have any dream countries or dream provinces or places you would like to go to on your list?
I have Ireland. I have Britain's coming back in my eyesight.
Okay.
A lot of Germany, a lot of European destinations.
Why? What fascinates you with Europe? The history.
The history,
Yeah.
cobblestone roads. You can create some amazing content. I just came back from Lyon, and the buildings are like this. That's how old they are. We walked through that. We actually saw a building that was like 3,000 years old.
That's
I
insane.
don't know how old it was, but anyway, it was old.
It was pretty old.
It was old, yeah.
Yeah, but people don't understand like the difference between Europe and here. Like, okay, we have like a couple, I think maybe a couple thousand years old, a couple hundred-year-old buildings. And in Europe, it's like since the beginning of civilization. Like,
Exactly. This was like a dungeon style, for I don't know how to describe it.
it's like a medieval dungeon kind of Renaissance.
Medieval dungeon with the palace style with areas where you can watch out.
Gothic,
where
Yeah.
you can look outside and see them or see the area, what's going on.
Yeah, I was in Spain too, and Spain is very Gothic, I guess. They have the Gothic Quarter, and it's very, you look like you're in what do they call it again? Oh, those. I remember back in history class, we used to always get drilled with history lessons and stuff. Man, what was it called? Not la bourgeoisie, but whatever. Okay, it's like a gated community kind of in a castle. Like, wow, man, it's so gorgeous, and nothing is touched. Like everything here is in my opinion, ruined.
Yeah.
You know, commercialized or modernized, but sometimes being modern isn't the way to go.
No, well, if you like in Lyon, when you go in the old, you're in the old. There's no denying it. You're in the old area. Everything, cobblestone roads. There's some areas there's no road. People have to move, and we witnessed a young couple moving a sofa with their hands. Just
See,
it's gotta
but
go.
that's beautiful though. There's something beautiful in that simpleness, you know.
Yeah.
Because we take everything away. Everything is automated now. Everything is pretty much like roboticized and like I don't know. There's something in the uniqueness of Europe and the simple living.
Yep.
You know, I think it's beautiful, man. It's like a romance novel.
It is, and the food is incredible too.
Oh, yeah, come
when
on, the food is
you're
amazing.
putting everything together. So the people are okay. Lyon, they're
Yeah.
because you don't really know them. You kind of walk in, you buy your stuff, and you leave.
Yeah.
Or it's not like when in Newfoundland where I actually stay with them. Some of the inns, they're also my tour guides. So
Yeah.
I get to spend a lot of times with them.
Yeah.
Then I come back the next year. So then I send clients on top of that.
Yeah.
So somebody's going to Newfoundland. It's like this where I'm recommending you. It's like here. Go shark fishing. You can go whale watching. You can.
I know. What do you recommend in Newfoundland? What is your bucket list places to see as a photographer or as a
photographer?
traveler?
So we'll start with Trinity, which is the whale watching tours.
Yep.
They're amazing. They're amazing. And
They're amazing. Yeah.
Just I've had so many hours on the water with them. It's hard to believe. And in a very short 3 years.
So how does that creative process go? Like on the water, like you were telling me earlier. Like how long were you on the water for?
This year we did 40 hours, probably about 35, 36 on boats, and about 4 hours on a beach.
For one picture. Well, one sequence.
Well, we wanted that breech whale.
Yeah.
We still don't have it.
Yeah. So you're for people who don't know, like the difference is like, yeah, okay, you'll see the tail.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
What does breach mean for people at home?
Breach is when
it
it's
come to
all out
breathe?
of the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What-
We want to see it all out of the water and
Yeah.
a good splash. We did see one, but we could not see it on the fish finder.
Okay.
So it caught us by surprise.
So you missed it.
And it jumped between the two boats that we were with. Right between.
My
And it was
God.
like,
Whoa.
oh man, camera's down there. Everyone. Nobody had a camera on.
Wow.
They just
You forget that like nature photography, like the picture probably took them like hours, days even.
some people just go there, and I've got friends just came back from the Arctic, and we're just standing out, and just pot of whales just popped up. It's like,
Wow.
come on, your first time out.
Yeah, and then you get 40 hours.
I've been to whale watching about 18, 19 times now. This is actually the first couple years where I've saw a whale's tail.
You must be a very patient person, huh?
I don't count the smaller whales. Like I'm looking for a humpback,
Yeah,
basically, or an
yeah.
orca or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's practice, man. You don't need that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of patience. Between whales and birds, I love owls. Wintertime's owls, my passion.
Why?
It gets me out of the house.
Okay.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a great gray owl fly at you?
No.
Full face, yeah.
No.
So they got a face like a disc.
Wow. Those are the Arctic ones, right? The white?
No.
Okay.
They're local. They come out of the deep woods in the wintertime, and they kind of hang around closer to the edge
Okay.
for food.
Wow.
Face on, it's like, oh, craps.
Wow.
But I did take 2 photos that time.
Okay. What fascinates you with animals? I'm fascinated by animals too, but what captures your essence when you look at an animal?
They're not trained. So it's your luck. You shoot, there's a passion for the outdoors and nature and everything. You take your photos and you take a chance. You can spend 20 hours outside, not get anything that's sellable, postable, social media-able,
Yeah, that's true.
showable to anybody.
Showable, yeah. Postable, storyable.
Yeah, all those ables that you could have, should have, but didn't. So yeah, you can do that. But also, you get to meet other people who have your passion too. We have small groups here in Ottawa where we'll share some information. Right now we have like a pair of eastern screech that are become very popular for paparazzis.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys talk to each other too?
Yeah.
Well, you have to.
Yeah, you do. Like snowy owls, we have them every year. Same location every year. Same fields, identical fields.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Have you ever like since I was a kid, okay, I was obsessed with animals. I don't know why. It's just the beauty behind it, the the savageness behind it. But going to Africa, that would be. Have you ever been?
No.
Okay.
No, it's on the bucket list.
Yeah.
Still not. I've got a long bucket
Yeah,
list.
you got a lot. You got a long bucket list.
Still young.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I have not. But I've done polar bears.
Whoa.
So I'll do the other end.
Whoa. Where'd you capture a polar bear?
So I did a gig with Canadian Geographic.
Okay.
So Bay James
Yep.
area.
Wow.
So we
That's up
started-
north.
Yeah, it's up north. So we started and we did 2 days. We were supposed to do 3 days in the water. One of the days was really not feasible to do it. So we did 2 days, 2 12-hour days in the water. And one day we drove up to our next destination. It was amazing. The first one we saw was like, wow, kid in candy store. It's blurry. Like I'm so far away
Yeah,
with the camera.
of course, man.
And I'm there to document it. Like we're far away. And then we're on the boat and, every once in a while the wave goes up and down. And I would tell these scientists, who would leave buoys in the middle of the James Bay area? And it's just, what do you mean? And she would laugh. I said, well, like there's 2 buoys I keep seeing once in a while, like far away, like straight up.
2 boys.
Yeah. And every time she would look, we would be down. Oh. And then when I would look, I would see.
Yeah.
And then finally she saw him. She says, oh my God, there's a mom and her cub swimming. That's what I've been watching all along.
Wow.
I've been watching them for 5 minutes.
But polar bears are fucking dangerous, man.
are.
Like
They
if they're not gonna like grizzly bears, they're very territorial. So if they see you, they want to eliminate the threat, right?
Exactly.
Polar bears are hungry.
They are, but these ones here were teaching the kids how to swim. So she had another cub. She had to be careful. So as soon as she saw us, you can see she saw the cub climbing up on her back, and she just took off. We're there in a security area, so we are far away.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was incredible. We drove around the island where they were, so we saw the other cub that she had. We saw one more male. We went around. We kind of saw something white on the other side, so we went around, and this big papa bear came out. And he just walked. We just watched him like walk gently, and then all of a sudden, it's like started running and right in the water. We were far away, but I still have it on photo.
Wow. Is that your best wildlife moment?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's up there.
If you go up on their tourism area, you should see that bear. It's on their cabins.
Yeah.
So
Gorgeous, man. Yeah, polar bears are definitely like. Look, in Canada, we have a lot of beautiful wildlife.
we do.
Yeah.
We do. So anything Arctic is I like. So the white on white. So the snowy owl, Arctic fox, wolves we don't have here, but if I go in the Arctic, I might have some.
What's the beauty about like? Is white and black a color? By the way, that was a random question.
I don't know, but it looks good in a snowstorm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But there's a beauty behind it.
Yeah.
That's simple, just like complete opposite of tonality, the yin and the yang. Like what makes it so fascinating? You
I
think?
don't know. It just they got those
Pops out.
Those little eyes kind of pop out.
Yeah.
I'm a photographer for conservation park. Wintertime I love because once in a while the Arctic fox will have a blue eye.
Wow.
So you kind of photograph with that blue eye sticks out, and it's like everybody's looking for that blue eye.
Yeah. It's all about color contrast, right?
Yeah.
Whatever pops.
What pops.
You're talking about being social mediable. What the fuck does that mean?
Very picky.
Okay.
It's quality over quantity. If I have nothing that I find quantity, I will not post, or quality.
Okay.
I will not post.
See, my goal as a podcaster it is quality there, but that's the podcast itself, but it is quantity in terms of reels, right? You want to get your name out there, but you're saying photography is not the same.
No, I rather show good products.
Okay.
It is my name that's behind it after all.
That's true.
I'll show some reels sometimes, and it's like they're not 100% because it's not my forte. It's not my strong suit, and I admit it.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm a photographer. Every time Instagram or Facebook tells me you can create a reel with that, it's like nope, nope.
That's true. No, but of course, it's beautiful to see the reel and all that, but
I don't create nice reels, so
why would you?
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like you love taking pictures, so why would you?
Well, you can create like a reel with 5-6 photos.
Yeah.
But then I'd rather people just kind of
whatever makes you feel like you as a creator, do it, man. Because the same thing, like I hate TikTok. Okay, I can't do TikTok, so I just stay away from it. Like it's that simple.
I have a TikTok account, and it's not the best, but hey, because I like to go see what others are doing.
True.
We'll see what the other photographers are doing, and we'll see what's going on around the world. Discovered some great musicians. when I can't sleep at night.
True. Some hilarious pranks.
That too. Yeah, there's been a few. Some good jokes.
What was I gonna say? As a geez, what was I gonna say? What are I just lost it. What is the worst? Like, what is the daily challenges for you as a photographer?
Paying my bills.
Yeah.
Well,
Amen, brother.
Yeah, cheers to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
just,
God.
it's not about paying the bills. It's actually about
Laugh it
collecting
off, people. Yeah.
It's about collecting your funds that are owed. In our field, it can go a month, 2 months before you get paid. So once you get that cycle in for a full year, then it becomes normal. But my first year is like, damn, you're gonna pay me soon.
Yeah. Instagram
Yep,
made for photographers.
it was.
Okay.
It was.
Okay.
It
Did
was.
you start off with Instagram and
Yes.
then okay?
Yeah,
So,
so I
did that really like
Yeah. So Instagram for me was just like a fun thing when I started.
like a portfolio?
Portfolio, but it was just like, a place to show the art that I was
Yeah.
creating. Being different was where I wanted to stand out. I think I've achieved it.
Absolutely. I agree with that.
Being unique in my creativity, I had a fella, James. Him and I would go out at night. You know how the Rideau Canal is built,
Yeah.
Under the bridge. Mm-hmm. So I would hang on to one of the steel bridge, metal, and I would lean over, and he would lean farther than me, just to get that better shot,
Wow.
better angle. And that's how we pushed.
Is it
to be-
competitive?
It wasn't competitive. It was actually learning from each other. Because he would say, like, look, 6 inches more gave me this outlook. It's like, damn, man.
It's all about inches.
Yeah. So now, next time I went tripod.
Yeah, tripod saves your life.
How did you get that? Well, I don't know. Kind of walked on the ice.
Fuck, man. Yeah, do you use a lot of equipment too, like tripods and stuff like that?
Tripod, I do, yeah. 'Cause
You
I'm
have
a
to.
I'm a long exposure. That's what I like. So I can do long exposure during the day, evening, night. Technically, that's where I like.
This episode is brought to you by Neox Marketing. Are you looking to upgrade your business? Do you want to develop your marketing skills but have no idea where to start? Boy, do I have a deal for you. With promo code SmackTalk, you can get not 25, not 50, not 60, 80% off their marketing ebook. That comes to a total of $2. Yeah, this ebook has everything, okay? It took a year to make. It's simple to use, so you can get started ASAP. So Johnny, you're saying you can get an entire ebook, a step-by-step guide for scaling my business for only $2? That's exactly what I'm saying. With promo code SmackTalk, you can use it at checkout or click the link in the description. That is promo code SmackTalk for 80% off your purchase. SmackTalk. Tell a friend to tell a friend and enjoy the episode. Peace. You're a storyteller, but have you ever thought about movies? Or yes, you've done documentaries and stuff.
I've done I was in a documentary about. It's called My City, My Lens.
Yep.
I think it was a couple years ago, and it was shot with Brian Melrish, which he does some amazing content. Canadian, can't say the name.
Okay. All right, gotcha.
He does amazing content, and the team that was with him that day, I did not know that my video guy from my shoot was the guest from the day before. So I got to learn double whammy because we had some conversations about my work, where I worked before, and it really hit hard, and I had just quit my job when I was shooting this.
Jeez.
So it was kind of really emotional moment to say that I did the jump, and I'm glad I did.
Sometimes decisions you can't look back, right? No regrets.
No regrets. No regrets. I could go at the food bank every week if I'd have to. And I still have no regrets because...
You do what you love.
Yeah.
Wow. That's what every time I speak with a true artist, it's always the same answer. Like, yes, okay, I'm making money off it, but if I wasn't, I don't give a fuck. I really don't care.
Yeah. As long as my rent's paid every month and my bills are paid, what else? I travel for free.
Yeah.
I eat at a lot of restaurants for free.
Oh yeah, because you promote. Yeah. Wow. Any local restaurants?
Good local restaurants?
Yeah.
I would... Fun one, Escape Manor on Elgin.
Really?
Yeah. So you have the food is really good, and you have the escape rooms. And in the back, you have dartboards, bocce, shuffleboard, board games, Jumanji, or not Jumanji, but yeah, Jumanji's there. Jenga's there too,
Yeah.
but giant Jenga.
Yeah.
Their food is really good.
At an escape room.
Yeah.
That was the last place I thought you were gonna. That's crazy.
They wanted to show something different and unique. They built it. I came on board right at the start.
Mm-hmm.
I create that content. So, but
Kind of
the food-
biased, but
not a bad place. Not a bad place. But the food's really good. Yeah, very surprised.
what kind of food?
It's a mix. Just a mix of, you have your nachos, you have your salads, you have your burgers. Everything's nice portions. If I'm going to eat there, I'm going to do there's a soft cheese rosemary, melted, some cheese melted, and it was really good.
Oh my god.
really
Oh, come on, man. Talking about food. You ever been to G Burger in Ottawa?
No.
You should.
Should?
Yeah, you should. It's a burger place as well. They also have natural wines.
Oh.
Very good selection too. So I'm a big wino when it comes to natural wines. It's very good.
Actually, had Dave on, and Dave actually hangs around at once a month. He hangs around at the Escape Manor.
Dave's the man, man. He's the man. Me and him had a great conversation. Funny thing, we were supposed to do like a weird segment. I'm like, hey Dave, like, what's your idea for a segment? He's like, you know what? We'll order a Big Mac and we'll pair it with wine. I'm like, fuck, all right, cool. You know what I mean? I'm in for something different. And push comes to shove, he goes to McDonald's and they fuck up his order. So he comes back with one Big Mac. So now we're live and he has to cut a Big Mac in half, and we did it. Anyway, did a good job anyway. Yeah,
so
Dave's the
fun.
man, man. Dave's the man. But I also asked him, what does he like more about Ottawa? What do you like about Ottawa?
It's a small city. It's not the big city vibe, hustle and bustle. Yes, we have traffic. I find it's a small city where there's always something to do. Ottawa's not as boring as they say. Yes, we do have a city of people that work for the government.
Yeah.
They seem to go to bed at 5, 6 o'clock, or they go home and they kind of, I think we all did it.
Yeah.
I think when I worked government, I get home, it's like, not PJ style, but chill and dinner and relax.
Hey man, after working a 9 to 5, at the end of the day, it's hard to find the energy. You really have to want it, you know?
Exactly. And so now, I don't like the Parliament, what it looks like now.
Yeah,
the Pean Hill, it's pretty boring for
As an
photos.
artist, it's pretty fucking gross.
It is pretty gross. It's getting to the point where I was like, okay, what do I shoot?
That green is horrible, man. Please. Well, yeah, taxpayer money, but never mind. But, paint it
but
over, I
it's
guess.
2 major points that are covered up. I was out this week for the first time, last week, for the first time in a long time to shoot at night. And it's like a construction zone. Everywhere we went, it's like, is there something that's not construction that I can photograph? Right now, the only thing to photograph is the Fairmont, Chateau Laurier, the canal, the NAC, Byward Market.
That's it.
That's it, pretty much.
You can't find the beautiful image in a traffic cone? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, it was hard when you have to Photoshop them all out.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, do you utilize Photoshop as well?
Just remove little things. That's
Okay.
it. I
To clean it
don't-
up a little bit?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still trying to stay as
Authentic as
authentic
possible.
as possible.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to do something because
Yeah.
I have an expectation that has to be put out, and whether gods gave me rain or gave me white skies for the whole 72 hours I was there, so I have to enhance a little bit. But hey, it's part of the game.
Speaking about God, speaking about the universe, speaking about Mother Nature, you traveled a lot, right?
Yep.
So Mother Nature, like, you can see, like, wow, it is gorgeous, but it can also change in a second. Like, do you have any crazy, like, weather experiences as a photographer that completely ruined your day?
3 days in Newfoundland. Fog.
Okay, yeah. That was a good
I
question.
come back from there. I go to Niagara Falls. I get fog 2 mornings. I get rain 1 morning, and I get 38 degrees with the Humidex.
East Coast.
This was Niagara Falls.
Oh, Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Right after.
humidity
Back
for
to
sure.
Back to back. And it's like, man, I got to create, and I have to stop because I'm too hot.
Yeah.
And then the one things that I got to switch over and how I do it is when they book my dinners, because I probably could have ate at 4 when it was really hot, and then start shooting for the evening after. Kind of,
Okay.
But they make the reservations. I don't.
Okay.
I walk in, everything's set. I check in, start shooting.
That's amazing. Yeah. And you eat good food.
It's good food, but I need to modify some stuff.
Okay. There you go.
I don't do lunch. I'd rather don't book me a lunch, just give me a per diem, and then this way here I can grab something on the go.
Yeah.
Weather's gray skies, I can keep shooting. When it gets too hot, I can stop.
Do you think you're less creative when you're on a full stomach?
Yes.
Me too. I feel the
get
same
lazy.
way.
Get lazy.
Yeah.
Take shortcuts.
You get lethargic, you know?
Yeah.
Do you so do you fast or at all, or what do you do? Like breakfast and then nothing for the yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you breakfast, like a couple of cups of coffee, and then I go.
Yeah.
Two,
My
3 cups of
girlfriend would
coffee.
be the same thing. Like, yeah, I drink about like maybe a pot of coffee, and then I'm ready to go.
Then I'm ready to go, and I'm rare.
Yeah, then I wonder why am I not eating all day?
Yeah, why is
'cause you
everybody
just
going
took
so
liquid
slow?
meth, dude. Yeah,
Somebody's going so slow around me.
yeah. Does without coffee, do you think coffee influences your creativity as well?
No, it just gets me motivated to get out.
Okay.
It's my it's that's like soup.
Yeah.
Kind of warms me up.
Yeah.
Coffee in the morning kind of warms me up and gets me, slowly getting there.
How do you like your coffee?
Yeah. Just milk.
Just milk?
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say black. I'm like, all right, no, just milk.
Close.
Yeah.
It's close. I can do black most of the time, but I do just one milk.
Yeah.
Just
You're from New Brunswick. Do you know what Coronation milk is?
Oh yes, I do.
Yes, you do. Yes.
So gross.
You don't like it?
No, not in my coffee.
My mother and father,
Oh, me too.
to this day.
They still do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But now they
yeah.
buy, when I go home, they buy 3% milk.
Well, yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. It is for guys at
it's
home.
not
For
as sweet.
for the non-East Coasters out there, it is a fucking not condensed milk because it's not sweet, but it's just like a thick cream that you put in your coffee. No taste at all. It's just
No
pure
taste.
cream.
Just disgusting. Disgusting. European destination.
Yeah.
They all have that milk too.
Really?
Yeah. Gross.
You like your milk?
Japan.
Really?
It was canned milk for my coffee. On the top was like instant coffee
Okay.
with canned milk.
Jesus.
I was like,
Come on,
"Man,
Japan.
What are you serving me here?
Yeah, can I have an espresso? Where's the Italians? You know what I mean?
Breakfast, delicious. Coffee, nah.
Yeah. How was Japan? That
was
must
good.
be a fucking culture shock, man.
It was. So we did 2 days in Tokyo. Mm-hmm. It was a long weekend for them. So we had like no traffic, nothing. But it was very amazing that you can walk into a park. I actually think it's bigger than the New York park. Not Times
Grand Central?
Yeah. I think it's actually bigger than that. And all you hear is birds twerp. People whisper in the park.
That's beautiful.
I was like, man, they clean like this.
Yeah. They
It's
whisper
gravel.
on the subway too, right? It's like
Yeah, it's very quiet. It's very quiet, but it's gravel roads, and they sweep with these old-fashioned brooms, and they're just kind of
very simple. Again.
Very simple. Very, they're all organized. It's all one by one.
Yeah.
You line up for the bus or your next train ticket, whatever, because we moved around from destinations, and you're all 2 by 2. It's all lined up properly.
I've always been fascinated by the Japanese culture, and I think that there's like such beauty in it too. Like in my head, like the utopia for a photographer would be downtown Tokyo. Like it's light show galore, and it depends
is
on what you
electro-
like, right?
Yeah, it is electro galore, but I prefer to go a little outside to Nagano.
Okay. So
the
those
old-
are is that like fishing communities?
Nagano was the community for the Olympics.
Okay.
Nagano was it? When was it Nagano? 2000 or whatever it was.
Okay.
So Nagano has one of the only areas where you have snow monkeys.
Oh man,
So
in
I
the not the saunas, but the hot springs.
Exactly.
Whoa.
Exactly. So that was my highlight.
Yeah, I guess so.
That and bee larva and horse meat on my sushi. Not.
No, eh?
No.
You're not one with the horse meat.
I put my shoes back on and do that.
I respectfully put my shoes back on and stood up to leave.
And we had those little, we were actually sitting and
Yeah.
I put my shoes back on. It's like, I'm not eating here.
Yeah.
Have
That's not New Brunswick lobster.
No, it's not, but it's just, I think it's a culture shock, one.
Yeah.
For us. We couldn't read the menu properly. So a lot of the menu items, we were not sure what they were. I think the translation was not right. But back then we didn't have Google Translate like we do now. And
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that wasn't recent.
no, that was
in another
about
world?
10 years ago.
Okay. All right. Yeah, a lot of changes in 10 years.
It is. We found a Chinese restaurant
In Japan.
in Japan
Okay.
that served close to, I can't say close to here because it doesn't even match. They served as authentic Chinese they could. We ate like horses, And we walked out of there and we were like
Dude,
just comfortable.
Yeah. What?
Comfortable. So light. Lots of salads to go with it. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
If you
and you
eat
order through a
Chinese-
vending machine.
See, that's crazy. Like, but we have the fucking infrastructure to do it. Like, it's so cool.
But it's
like,
just like you order through the vending machine, you pay, and the order goes to the cash. So it saves you that person. So they concentrate on the kitchen instead.
AI is taking our jobs. Japan's been doing it for a while.
They've been doing it for a long time. Everything's on vending machines. Don't spit your gum. Bring your trash with you.
Yeah.
They have all these little rules.
Which is respectful, man.
It is not like here.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like the streets are actually beautiful. You know, is there a lot of homeless in Japan?
There is some, but I don't remember seeing that many.
Yeah,
Because it was a
10 years ago
holiday
as
for
well.
us. Yeah, it
Okay.
was a holiday for us while we were in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your biggest culture shock experience like out of all the countries you've been? How many countries you've been to?
Oh, I'd say probably about 20.
Nice.
20-ish. I'd probably say about, I don't know, 20, 23. I lost track. The best one or the most culture shock?
Most culture shock.
Russia.
Really? How was Russia? That must be
cold.
great. Yeah, of course.
It was cold.
Yeah.
It was
Did you go to
great.
Yakutsk? Where'd you go?
So we did Moscow.
Okay.
We did 5 days in Moscow for an event that we were for. And
Well, can't go
we
back
got
anymore.
lost.
Yeah.
We got separated. So they just pushed one person in the subway, and I stayed on the subway platform. The person in front had the map, the hotel name,
And when was this?
about 9 years ago.
Oh my god.
So I got on the next subway that came out and hoped that it went downtown. And it did. And stopped at McD's to grab some Wi-Fi. And could not get a hold of the other person. It's like, well, I don't know how to get back because
what
I didn't
happened?
count the train station. I had recognized one of the names on the wall, and I got out of there. It wasn't an M; it was like a 4-letter M, like a
Yeah. A Russian M.
Russian M.
Yeah,
So it was
yeah.
like huge and big, and I recognized it and say, okay, well, that name looks really familiar. I'm about at the right number of station because we usually count the stations. Just we went to Red Square. That's where we're going.
Okay.
Came back, and I was 600 meters from the hotel. Phew.
Lucky bastard. That could have been terrible.
I turned my phone on. It cost me $40.
What?
Yeah, to try to call and leave a message or leave a text.
How was the culture shock in Russia? Like, what do you mean by that? Like, the people, they're very stoic as well, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So they've got their own way. I mean, I've got friends here that are from there, and they're not like that. I think it's
It's just over there. Yeah.
I think it's when they're not as friendly as we are as Maritimers. So we say hi to everybody.
Yeah.
So I think we kind of expected that.
Yeah.
See that, and it's like, oh well, I guess we're not here.
Yeah, I know. What's similar to us though is like southern U.S. Mm-hmm. Like I work right now with people from the States, and if they're from the South, like, oh, howdy, y'all, like very like, you know, and happy to see you, happy to talk, like, fuck, it's awesome. The Southern hospitality and the East Coast hospitality is a thing, but Russia, like, man, like I can't even imagine. Well, now you can't really.
At the hotel, they're great. At the hotel, they're kind. They would talk to you and everything. Restaurants too, they would talk to you, but it's just like when you just walk down the street. There's no eye contact. It was really straightforward.
Living their life and
Living your life, yep.
apparently they're very poetic. Like the way they talk,
Yep.
like they have like, let's say the color blue, they have like 40 different ways to say the color blue. Yeah, that's crazy.
It's blue.
And blue is blue. I know blue is, yeah, for us like blue is blue.
It's blue.
But I mean like different
the
different
tones,
tones,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah,
But they
exactly.
have like a poetic way of saying it. Like blue that is not quite blue but is in the sunshine or whatever, you know what I mean? Like it's insane.
So that was a culture shock.
Very complex culture.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very, very complex. You know, when you travel for what we do and what I do, you don't have time to really notice everything. So the little bit you get to notice is what you see.
And when you notice that, you have to have that second train of thought to like, okay, I have to capture this right now.
No, my mission was to capture.
Okay, you had a specific thing.
I had a specific thing that day. I was there as a tourist, as a guest, and my only thing that I wanted to capture was the Red Square, the Seven Onions or Seven Sisters, which is the basilica next to it, and the subway stations.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
They're gorgeous. So the subway stations, I got lost in them. I did everything I could in them. Many times I got lost. Because you don't really notice. All of a sudden it turns. It gets off because it's a circle. and it turns off really quickly. And all of a sudden, it's like, these stations aren't coming up anymore because I grabbed a map and I got everything. The next day, I was ready. But I came back. Just
The
it was
map.
Just a
That's
little
crazy.
detour.
Yeah, a little detour. Just a little detour.
Yeah, little detour. It was 2 stations away. I just got the wrong train.
Whoa.
Because I wanted to photograph. There's one specific that I wanted to see and photograph, and I did. And as I am going to take the photo, I've got this guy that kind of steps out like this. Like, you bugger, man. I had like almost everybody out.
Fuck. Did you use Photoshop for that, dude?
No, he's still there. He's still in the photo. The effort was there, and he wanted to be in the photo, so be in it.
Fuck it. Yeah.
Yeah. This is like 7 o'clock in the morning,
Really?
just before rush hour on a Sunday morning.
Jeez. Rush hour on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Everybody goes to work. So this was a quiet time for Sunday for them. In the morning, there's like 1 million people in the subway. So like at 7:45, when I did one of my last ones, it was packed. I couldn't get like a 30 seconds. So I have to move my tripod because I have to do a long exposure, which is low light. Move my tripod, let everybody go by, set it up again, and try to get one shot.
If you had one continent to, stay there and shoot, where would it be?
European continent.
Yeah. Yeah. Europe is just so diverse, man.
It is. It is.
The cultures.
Every culture is different. You learn something.
History.
History is big. Again, from Lyon, Mont Saint Michel, I just came back from Nantes. Remember that machine when they were here?
Yeah.
I went and visited their studio.
Really?
Yeah.
Beautiful studio.
So now they have it's called L'Éléphant, and that's the one that walks around the streets in Nantes.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got photos of that. So it was cool to see.
Huh.
Yeah.
I fell in love with European culture. Like I said before, like, yes, okay, they're very old school, but like also very simple. What makes Europe like this? What makes Europe? I'm not going to say better because I'm not going to compare countries because then it's going to start a fucking war. But you know what I mean?
I don't know, the architecture, the way things are made there is built to visually appeal. A lot of castles that we don't have here. Go to Ireland, it's all these castles. Games of Thrones were photograph or video.
Yeah, that's
shot in one of the areas.
Is that Dubrovnik?
No, well, there were different areas,
Okay.
but they were in one of the ones.
Croatia?
They were Ireland.
Oh, Ireland.
And we just drove by it. Dubrovnik also had some. I've also been there. There's just something about everything. Very similar, but very different. And then you add the culture to it.
Yeah.
Then you add the language.
Yeah.
Which for me is like, shishi, hi, Jean, hello.
Yeah. So hi in like a lot of languages.
That's about it.
Thank you. Like I guess.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Middle East?
Not yet.
No.
Not right now.
Yeah. Okay. That was a
So I did Turkey.
poorly timed question.
Turkey was kind of the closest I've been to. I did Istanbul and I did Cappadocia, which
Whoa.
is 2 great places.
For people who don't know, Cappadocia Cappadocia, right? It's the classic picture that looks like fucking Tatooine from Star Wars, but with the hot
air balloons.
hot air balloons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that's beautiful.
In the morning we were there. It was raining, so we missed the first flight, and we had to leave for the second flight.
How far is it from Turkey? From Istanbul, sorry.
I think it was a 2-hour flight and
Okay.
an hour drive by van from the airport.
Okay, it's out there.
It's out there. It's out there, and we left at 4 a.m. and it was raining the first flight, so we missed it. And then the second one, we had to leave again. But we had hired a tour company. There was only 4 of us on the tour, so it was really small, compact. And we spent the whole day together, which was nice. So we just drove around. Have you seen what it looks like?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
The rock formations are
the rock
all over the place.
formations.
Yeah.
So we actually went in the rock formations and actually,
Don't they have hotels in the rock formation?
they do now.
Okay.
Yeah, there's actually one of them that invited me a couple of times to go out, but I have not been to Istanbul since or Cappadocia since. So,
Why is it like that? It's just the way that the rock is formed. Like I don't really.
so the rock formation was from the lava, but then what they've done is they built homes in them. So the bottom layer was a farm. Layer over was the hay.
Okay.
Then you have the stairways to the garage or whatever storage, and then you would go up. The higher up, the more you get to see.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That's so cool, man.
It's all scratch.
Okay.
So like a rake for the garden?
Yeah.
Like, but the big ones? It's pretty much, if you look in the walls, it's all it is. It's all scratch. They actually scratch it. That's how they dug through those rocks. In the wintertime, it stays cool. and it stays warm, and in the summertime,
Stays cool.
it stays cool.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Man, fuck, I should get a 1-bedroom in Cappadocia, man.
Don't know what you'd pay, maybe 50 cents a day or something.
yeah. Damn. How was was Turkey like this a big culture shock? Like, yes, there's the Grand Bazaar and there's beautiful mosques in Turkey too. You can take pictures of.
Yeah. So in the mosque, you're not allowed to take pictures.
Oh, true. But I mean, like outside there, was it?
We went
Hagia Sophia.
Yeah, Sophia. We went, and there's no prayers, so we were allowed to take photos above the head. So there's a couple of people praying, so I had to make sure you're above their head. Yeah, it was beautiful, incredible. The architecture again. There's a fascination about architecture that I might have.
Yeah.
But making it look better is even more fascinating.
What do you mean make it look better from your point of view?
So let's say you're shooting at the Fairmont. There's so many ways to shoot the Fairmont. But taking a photo of it and make it look better than what it looks like actually is my goal. So I always look to make it. I always remove the trash. That's why I like long exposure. It gives me an opportunity to hide some stuff.
In what sense?
Darker areas.
Okay.
So your expose is here, but your edge can be darker. You can hide stuff. Orange cones.
Yeah.
Garbage cans, waste baskets, stuff like that. It does that very well.
How important, in your opinion, is it to for an artist to not shoulder emotions, but, well, in a way, expose what's in their mind? How important do you think it is?
I think every artist does it.
In a way.
In a way, one way or the other. I think any human being do it. Can be whatever, how you live your life every day. I think it is important because that's where your creative side, I think, comes out. From what I hear.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, the creative side is very important too. But like, I don't know, it's something about the human mind that I think that AI can't replace. That's something you can't replace, man.
I don't think so.
Not an artist.
No, because there's too much uniqueness.
Yeah.
AI is going to do a lot. AI does a lot right now. But for me,
But there's no uniqueness to it. It learns from what exists.
exactly.
You know.
Exactly. But I've seen some photos that are, somebody on a top of a cliff, beautiful sunset in the background, add me a fox, and it added a fox like perfectly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Wow. Okay. Well, in that case,
It is, but it's not what I want to do for a living. I actually want to create. I want to be out there on the field, in the field, on the water, whatever.
you want to be a
create.
robot. You know what I mean? You want to be out there.
It pays better
Yeah. Not only financially, but
mentally.
yeah.
Mentally, I think it pays better, and it gives me a better option, I think. But I know eventually somebody's gonna start pumping out some stuff like that.
How long do you think you have? The doomsday clock has begun.
Yeah, I know. Probably by the time I retire,
Yeah.
90, 95.
That's good. Never fucking retire.
I don't want to retire.
No.
This is like, it is work. It's work before and after. During, it's not work. During, I enjoy.
It's the editing and all the paperwork,
The paperwork,
and hitting up
negotiating,
clients, and yeah.
Exactly. Then coming home, the editing's not as bad. I usually edit while I'm there.
Oh.
So if I take a break in the afternoon, I'll edit for an hour. I'll edit all my morning stuff. So by the time I'm done, I'm gonna get a day of editing left.
Does it take longer, or does it take less time? Because I have the only comparison I can make is because I have friends that are videographers. It takes a shit ton of time, but photographer, well, it kind of depends on you, right? Like how picky you are.
Well, it depends what I want to showcase also.
Okay, yeah.
So let's say it was in Niagara Falls. The falls were one of the
Niagara.
pieces I had to showcase. I have to showcase. But my goal was to show you what you can do in Niagara Falls, how you can do it on a budget, minus the hotel.
Yeah, it's impossible.
But it's...
And the gas and the food.
Yeah, exactly. But they have it's called the pass. It's a 24-hour pass. It gets you into all the activities you pick for X amount of dollars, and that's a flat rate. So 2 days of that pass is probably a third of what you'd pay if you decide to pay at every area, every door. So for me, I tried the pass. I used it. I used the bus system. I did a whole... Now I can talk about it because I did the experience. Not just about walking around driving from point A to point B. I actually did the whole experience. And I think that was worth it more I was able to create better. I have time in between because I'm on the bus.
Yeah.
So even though I missed one of the areas because it was too hot, it gave me time to chill too.
Do you think that's important? Do you think that makes you a better creator? That you take the liberties to experience what you're photographing?
Most of the people that do what I do, like on my level as T-Mac, we all experience the experience for that reason. We all have a goal in common, I think.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm sure that a lot of local people here do the same thing too.
Yeah.
I can see but some of the people's content. You see who the up-and-comers are. They
Wow.
stick out.
Really?
Yeah.
And
They stick out like I used to stick out 8 years ago.
wow. You ever hit them up, say like, "Hey, keep on going and keep doing this"? And...
Some of them are actually, because I have 2 social media platforms.
Yeah.
One that I have a team of 6 total with myself. Those are the ones that kind of see what they can do.
Is there a lot of talent in the young up and comers?
There's a few.
Yeah.
There's a few.
And they're not ruined by social media and influence, maybe.
They're influenced by it. They got to sit down to earn. A silver platter is earned, not given. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it makes 100% sense, and you earned it.
I earned it. I earned it, and I can, off camera, I'll give you some examples.
Yeah.
On
No.
camera, people would know what I'm talking about.
Hey, man, thank you so much for your time.
Oh, it's already an hour?
I know, it's crazy, yeah?
Oh, my God.
I know, the conversation was flowing, man. That's
I
what it
know.
is. It's
Not as
beautiful.
nervous as the last one.
Maybe it's this, right?
Well, yeah, probably. But no, the first one was just kind of odd because we're face to face. Like he was here and I was here. So
Jesus.
they're really close.
Yeah, see, like there's no camera crew,
Yeah.
there's nothing. Like we're here to relax,
Yeah.
right? That's
Yeah.
that's the main goal. Where do you see yourself in a couple of years?
Good question. I've thought about moving, thought about relocating. Don't know where yet.
Where do you have in mind?
I just need something different to capture. I think I've captured what I can here. And I've gone over and over and over and over again. So I don't know. I'm just looking at the possibilities. Right now, there's something that I like still here. You know, if somebody offers me a job in Calgary, the money's worth it to photograph something, I'd go.
Do you think the environment influences what you put out there as well? Like your daily routine, what you wake up to and everything? Do you think that influences your creative juice?
Right now, there's no creative juice here in Ottawa. That's my problem. Because there's barely anything to photograph anymore, like Parliament and stuff like that. So you don't get that. COVID killed a lot too.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
A lot of life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
COVID killed a lot of things, so it don't have the oomph to go out anymore. Last week I did it. It's like, okay, well, I pushed myself to do it.
Yeah.
Thank God I had somebody else meeting me at the other end. Otherwise, I would have stayed home.
But there's true, like there's no new thing to capture.
Nope.
Like once you look, man, you spend a month in Ottawa, you see everything.
Yeah.
You know?
But it changes. So morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime. You know, there's 5 different times, 6 different times of the day you can photograph something, and it's going to change. There's going to be something different about it. But I've done it for 8 years now.
Yeah.
So in the last few years, I've been recycling my photos.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's how bad it is.
Just don't feel to go out. So give me a lake, maybe.
But there is Gatineau Park.
There is.
Beautiful, you
There is.
know?
But it closes early.
True. Yeah.
Wintertime, you can't go unless you ski some areas.
Yeah.
Or snowshoe.
Yeah.
Those are the areas that I walk to. That I want to walk to.
You do a lot of walking?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I live on one side of the bridge and I walk to the market.
Nice. That's fun, man. I love markets too. Like during COVID, like back to the pandemic, like during COVID, that's what I would do. I would wake up in the day, go to the market. Oh, this looks like a cool food. I might as well cook this up. Like I'm a little bit of I like to cook too, but you know, pick out this. Oh, this is new. This is new. Like, you know, there's something about an ever-changing environment or an ever-changing daily routine to keep yourself busy that makes you as an artist liberated in a certain sense, you know?
I just gotta, put my sneakers on in the morning and go out and
Yeah.
get a routine again.
What wakes you up in the morning? You said sometimes you have a hard time, like with motivation stuff, which is normal. Like we all have a hard time with motivation. But what is it? Your passion for what you do? Is it?
I have clients. I have regular clients. So morning I'm up. This morning I was up at 7:30. But it was clients, then website, then my own stuff.
Yeah.
And then by 2:00 I was hopefully having a nap. It never happened. So then it's work again, dinner. Client wanted a video that I'd sent her. She lost it, so I had to go dig it out.
Classic stuff, right?
Classic stuff.
If you had one piece of advice for an upcoming photographer or digital creator or blogger, journalist, what is your tip for that person?
Be different. Stay unique.
That's it. Be yourself.
Be yourself.
Wow. Man, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you so much. Now it's time for your nap.
That's at 10 p.m. Thank you very much.
All right, guys. So all of his social media platforms will be in the description of the video, guys. Thank you again for listening. Thank you for your support, and I will see you next week. Peace.